I'm on the East Coast. I'm going to dedicate 20 minutes into this video. And I'm going to now, I'm in Florida. And I'm out here with my second family. And let me say that this trip has been memorable because it gives me a chance to kind of reflect before I make it back home on my purpose and why I'm here. So there's some things that I've learned about myself, and if you don't learn something about yourself every day, you're not living, you're not growing. I was doing some research, and one of the things that I often remind myself about based upon certain situations that occur is that you must value yourself and make yourself important before you make yourself important to anybody else. You got to make yourself important. You got to value yourself. You got to tell yourself you love yourself. You got to push yourself every day. When you know you messing up, you got to check yourself. But if you don't first realize that you are important, nothing you're going to do is going to work. And that will require you to sit down and say, hey, I can't help you right now. I got to work on me. Every time I look at where I've come from, I hope you get this message. Stop using your life as a toilet for someone to shit on. Stop using your life as a toilet for someone to urinate in, see you, and they just don't know it. You ever go to a family reunion, whoever's watching, thank you. I hope you get the message. Right then and there, they go right back to whatever they was doing. They're not thinking about that commode because it served its purpose, right? And if you are in a huge environment, you notice how long that line is because everybody got to go. But once everybody's done, they go back to where they was at. That's what happens when people get sick and they're on the verge of, unfortunately, going to their next life. And people only see them when they are important. But when they're gone, everybody wants to talk about all of the good things and how much they miss them and this and that. Here, they were being treated like toilets. No value, no importance, unless they were needed for a small moment in their lives. And that moment ends up being equal to the stuff that comes out of two of your holes out of your body. Stop allowing people to treat you like toilets. Yes, you may have a situation and you don't know where you're going to be at. But while you're going through this, don't let people take advantage of you and take the resources that you have, that you've worked hard for, because they only see you important at that moment. Previous videos that I made, I've said this and I'll do a whole video about it. You have to have that time of solitary confinement. You need that time in this quietness where I'm at, and it's extremely peaceful. And me coming from the city, there's always something going on. There's always something going on. And when it is quiet, your mind starts to, because you don't know what to do, you got to do something instead of enjoying the moment of being quiet. No TV, no radio, no outside anything, just you and peace of mind. And I know it's difficult, but it's only difficult if you make it difficult. This phone ain't gonna go nowhere. Them tablets, that TV, that radio ain't gonna go nowhere. Cut it off and reevaluate you. You all have been treating your lives like toilets. Only when something is necessary do you treat it as important. And that's how people see you all. You're only important when they need you. But are you important to yourself? And if you are not sick and you're watching this video, this may be a message for you. One of the laws that I have, that I say to myself, make yourself important first. In the business that I'm in, I know that I have a hard time reaching people, communicating with people. But when they need me, especially with health, or maybe my airbrushing or whatever, or some money, I'm the first person that they call. But I can never get that same response when I need them. And most of the time, I don't want anything from them. I'm just trying to catch up with them, you know, be human. I realized this seeing my father and seeing a few other loved ones pass away. Nobody really took the time to understand the importance of how great certain people are in your lives until they're either gone or when they need something from them. Yeah, I have people in my family, they know I don't drink, I don't smoke, I work all the time. But for some reason, they think that I always got money in my pocket that I can give out. They don't see how every 3 months I have to budgetize money to make sure that I can keep things afloat. They don't see the expenses that I have in my business. And they don't see that maybe this extra $100 that I got saved up, maybe I may want to do something for myself before I have to go back to the shop and work. Maybe I want to go, because I love eating food. Who doesn't? But I like certain foods. Maybe I want to spend some time to go to a nice place and actually enjoy a good meal. Maybe I want to put money up for gas, just to make sure that I had things in order. And now here you come, because you done did everything you want to do. Now you can't go to everybody else, so now you want to come to little old me. I'm only important when you need me. How important is your mom, your dad, a relative? Are they important enough to call and say, hey, I'm just checking in on you? Or are they only important when you need something? Let that sit in. How many people do you know that you call on for just advice? Not some money, not can you pick me up, I need a ride. How many people do you know that you actually just talk to just because, hey, I'm checking in on y'all? You good? How many people, especially those who may have went through what I went through, going through cancer, you are actually called just to check on them? And you'll never know, that person that's going through cancer really just need to have somebody to talk to just to make them feel better, because right now they're at a moment where they don't know if they're going to be here. And the last thing they need to hear from somebody is, can I get a couple of dollars? And they trying to just live. How many of us actually appreciate our mothers and our fathers, our grandmothers, if you're blessed to have your grandmother and your grandfather still here. Let me share something with you all. I wasn't going to be on here too long. I got 6 siblings, 3 nieces, and 3 nephews. Okay? Out of the 3 nieces and 3 nephews, only 3 of them had an opportunity to actually know their grandfather and their grandmother. The other 2 didn't get to see them and have a relationship with them. Let that sit in. Yet, all of them, with the exception of 2 of them, got to spend time with their great-grandmother before she passed away. My mother passed before her mom. And during that time period, if their health was in better shape, including my father, their grandfather, my dad would be 74. My mom would be 70, 71 as of this day. Well, 72 now, to be exact, 72. My dad will be 75. Being able to see their great-grandchildren. Let that sit in. And I have no children. I have no children. But I've seen how families devaluate the importance of honoring your elders. Your elders are not around just because you broke. Your elders are around because they have something that you can learn from them and benefit for the rest of your entire life utilizing. The same thing I have to say about people who are in these homes that they can't go anywhere, that are sitting in the bed and they just really want to get out, and people stop them from actually living. And people forget at one point these older people were young just like you, and they had lives, and then something happened, and you're not inspiring them to live because you throw your problems on them instead of sitting down at their feet and taking the wisdom that they may have for you. Because what you have done, should you do that, you've given them energy to continue moving forward. And if you do good, it will revitalize them. I speak on these things because I really believe that it's important for doctors, those who are counselors, to understand the work that you do is extremely important. Just by your words, you could raise a person's vibration and bring new life to them from a situation that is dire. But you also have the responsibility of checking some of these people that treat people like shit or a toilet. So, this is going to be a short one. Even toilets have value. Remember that when you got to go and call nature. Even a toilet has value. You all have a good evening. Be safe. And I hope you got the message. Till next time.